Hello you guys, welcome back. My camera's crooked, I can just tell. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm back with another hair tutorial, kind of how I refresh my hair using this little gadget. I showed this in my favorites video and I want to show you how I use it. Making hair videos. They remind me of my mom. My mom was a hairdresser her whole life, and I don't know, it just brings me happiness to talk about hair, think about hair, all the things hair, okay? So yesterday I Dysoned, or Shark Flex style, blew out my hair, and you can see it's kind of fallen. That really doesn't hold in my hair a ton unless I have really dry hair or take a long time and I just was in a quick mood, and it's humid already in Dallas, so yeah, but basically this is what I'm left with. I'm not mad at this, I think it's cute, but this is a way that I refresh my hair. This is the Conair something or other. I will leave it linked down below. I got it off of Amazon for really affordable. My mom used to actually use one of these. Hi, boo. These are very similar to those heated thermal brushes, but I like this one better. It doesn't pull out my hair as much, and I feel like it get a better heat to it. So this basically has these combs, which you wouldn't think do much, but then it has a curling iron core. This is hot, okay? And I like that the barrel is bigger than like a 1 inch. I think it's probably 1.5 inch or something, but it's amazing at really getting my hair to stay. It gives me the same staying power as a blow dryer, of a curling iron, but gives me the look of a blowout. So we're gonna refresh my hair, so let's do it. Like I said, I have like some mousse on my hair and thickening spray, but that's it. So before I go in, I do like to just throw a little bit of this on my ends before I go in. This is the Kenra Dry Volume Burst. It's a soft hold hairspray, but I love it. Gives my hair some grit. I look like a rat's nest. If you have thick, easy, like I don't know, hair that holds more of a curl, then you probably could skip that step, but I cannot. So brush that through, and then let's go ahead and section it. Depending on how thick your hair is depending on how much you're gonna need to like separate it as well. For this look, I'm gonna go all under and towards the face instead of like switching it up, but you can always do that as well depending on the look you like to achieve. But I just like a soft sort of rounded look, very like Jennifer Aniston, Friends sort of look, if you will. So I take a piece probably about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and let me show you. I put the curler up towards the top of my hair with the teeth going through, and then I flip it around and I pull it through. You want to make sure your hair is brushed because it will kind of like stick if it's not. So I pull it through a couple times just to get the whole piece hot, and then and also to straighten the hair, and then I kind of get it towards the ends and start rolling. You want to make sure all your ends are like kind of tucked under, because if not, you'll end up with crimpy ends. And you can roll it up as far as you want the curl to be, and you want to just hold it. It's gonna be like a traditional curling iron, so like 8 to 10 seconds, and then I go ahead and bring it down and roll it out. And you see a very like bouncy sort of like roll out, not a curl, more of like a blowout. So again, take the piece, start it up towards the root, flip it over, pull down. And if your hair is pretty straight, you can skip this step. Honestly, I don't do it all the time, but you want to be looking in the mirror to make sure that your ends are not crimped. So I like to roll over the ends just a little bit before so I can get them to go. And this works better on not pin straight hair. I have done it on pin straight hair. Thank you for the elbow kisses, Scout. But it works better on not pin straight hair because then you get kind of like the curl to the ends, and it's not as hard to like, if you've ever done rollers, like hot rollers, and you get those crimps in the ends, this can happen as well. It's easy to get out, but it can happen with this if you're not being careful with your ends. So make sure you're in a mirror looking, that's why I'm looking this way, my mirror's right there, to get the perfect thing. And then I kind of like release the tension, roll it a couple times, and throw it out. So you can see just a little flippity dippity. But I have loved this brush. I used it a lot when I had short hair but I hadn't used it a ton in my longer hair as growing it out, and it's great with layers as well. If you don't have layers, you're not gonna achieve the same look, so I highly encourage layers. But okay, so you can see a lot of my ends are sticking out. I'm just gonna hold it there for a second to kind of get the majority of them to flip under, and then I'm gonna pull through, create tension. I find that this brush doesn't hold on as well as the boar bristles, like those, you know, like if you're doing like a blowout with a round brush, but those pull my hair out so much, and I felt like just didn't evenly like distribute my hair. So I still like this. It just takes a little bit more time to get the hang of it. And then towards the end, I just give it a little round. But this is how I style my hair most of the time, and I've been getting questions about it, so I figured I would show you. So again, halfway up. And this whole process like takes me maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes for my whole head. It's very easy, especially once you get the hang of it. But I find these are way better than the thermal brushes, in my opinion. I think they're great. And my mom's been using them forever. I don't know what the actual term of them is. I call it a thermal brush, a curling iron brush. I don't know, but it's great, okay? So just set and let it hold. And this holds my curl as if it was curled with a curling iron, way better than if it's just like a blowout curl, because my hair just holds better with a curling iron. So when I'm doing this side, I tend to kind of hold the hair taut. If you hold the hair taut, it will wrap around the barrel a little bit better, just because I'm better with this. This side's a little more challenging for me than the other side. Like I said, this look also works and is super cute if you do like alternating curls, specifically by layers, like the outside or the bottom layer you flip out, and then the next layer you flip under and out, and you know what I mean? It can be look really cute. So that is the bottom layer, all just kind of like flipped in, cute, love. All right, let's go into the next section. So if you've never bought a thermal brush, I recommend trying one of these instead. Personally, I have both, but I still just, this is so much easier for me. And it could be personal preference. I'm also of the mindset that conair curling irons are like so good, so cheap and so good. I love them, and I've been using them for years, and I never plan to stop. So, okay, next section, I have more layers in this. Again, pull through. I like to do this also because then I get all the like snarls out of my hair, and I'll maybe lose like 5-6 pieces of hair during this process. It is just not as like harsh on my hair as a like round brush. And again, depending on how high or like how big of a curl you want, you can go more up the hair. See how it connects to the ends, and then twist up. But you want to make sure that all your ends are laying perfectly flat. If you get some kinks or get some like strays, you're gonna get kinks in your hair. It's gonna look like straw, like burnt hair. You don't want that. Hey, Mr. Scout, what you doing, bugs? See how I have these ends? You don't want that, because if you keep rolling up, they're gonna end up all cinched. So go ahead and refigure it. You get it perfect to lay perfectly. The more layers you have, the harder that part will be, but just hold. You guys, I'm gonna have to find a new hairstylist in Plano. I miss my hairstylist. If you don't know, not just because I'm moving to Plano, but because she is moving to Austin. So one quick little flip, and then again, I curl this towards the face. Make sure I can brush through it. See how it's all just kind of like just swooped in. And I don't always have to touch up every single piece as well, because like I said, this is like a refresh, but I can do this on perfectly clean hair and it still achieves the same look. It's just kind of bouncy, and you can curl as well with this. I guess I could show you that as well. You can wind this all the way up, let it hold and twist it out, and it'll give you more of a ringlet as well. We'll do a little experiment. Hopefully I can get it to round back under, or else I'll be looking crazy with that one curl, but such is life. Do it for you guys. Okay, so you just hold and you're left with a ringlet. See? But I'm just gonna curl under that piece. That still gave a little bit of ringlet, but that's okay. It'll all blend together. So again, the face pieces are really the most important because they give you that, like, as long as you have like face layers, they're gonna give you the most like dramatic effect. Okay, so roll that up. Yeah, we definitely have a curl. You see how that gave a curl and not a bevel? So you can do both like sort of looks with this, which I guess that's the point I wanted to get across. It's just like light. Doesn't it look like a blowout even though it's not a blowout? It's amazing. And it holds way better if you're a girl who blowouts don't hold in your hair. That piece just gonna do its own thing, but you're welcome for showing you. And then I'm gonna spray a little bit of spray. This is just my Kenra Platinum working spray, like a flexible hold hairspray. And then let's do the last top section. And these are my shortest layers, so I'm gonna get the most effect from these. Just make sure that the ends lay flat. Hold for a second. And roll, twist, roll, twist, roll, twist, and pull out. Okay. And then the bangs. I tend to just roll under as well. And there you have it. And if I feel like any pieces just need like a little touch up, I just go through and hold it. This is like the ultimate touch up device. I'm serious, it's so good. Okay, this got a little crazy, but because of that curl, but you can see just like a very like rounded, fluffy look that I could just never achieve with a curling iron. All right, there you have it. That's my little refresh of my hair that I love to do. It's easy. It gives a really fluffy blowout, but I didn't have to do anything. It's the best little refresh tool there is. This side's deciding to go cattywampus because I showed you that one curl, but we're just gonna ignore that. I still like the movement and body that this gives me. But anyways, that's it. That's how I do my little hair refresh, kind of like blowout with a like brush. You can see some hair on it, but not that much, right? But that's how I get kind of a voluminous blowout look with this guy in minutes. Like literally this whole process took a while to film, but it's so easy, so quick, and so simple. And I just love the look that gives me, and it's been my most used, so I figured I would share with you how I do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, hope you found this video helpful. If there's any other hair devices that you kind of want to see tips and tricks, since I have a mother who worked in hair for, you know, like 30 years, I'm very familiar with it, and I love trying new fun gadgets. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any other questions about my hair, all of my hair products, routines, all that stuff, I will throw that up in the cards. I just recently made another video about that. But I love you guys so much. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next one very, very soon. Bye.